Hello, 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 everyone. How are y'all doing today? Oh my goodness, what a crowd we have here today. Let's introduce ourselves from the backity back to the frontity front. Who do we have in the backity back, first of all?
We got Dalton, per usual, in the back.
Oh my goodness, Dalton, per usual, in the back. That's my favorite last name, actually. Coolest last name, per usual, in the back. Pretty rare. Who do we have in the middle?
Z.
I like the joy and glee behind that. And who do we have in the front over here?
My name's Paul.
Oh, it's Paul. Paul the rapper, formerly.
Formerly, I'm actually gonna do another change.
Like, legally changed your last name to the rapper?
No, like change my
artist name. Your artist name?
Yeah.
Whoa. Like how
even though like
Childish Gambino went back to Donald Glover?
Something like that.
Something like that, he says. All right. So we have an interesting little
I wonder if they can
episode.
hear me. Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All the mics are on. Don't fret. So we have an interesting little themed episode here today. I'm budging with my mic as I do this. It's all about fashion. I personally have an interest in fashion trends, and also a lot of fashion trends throughout history had symbolic meaning. They usually were a symbol of resistance. A lot of them, some of the ones we will be talking about on the list, were worn as a symbol of culture and to show like who they were in a place where they felt they weren't welcome, and to show that like they did have a place there. So it's kind of interesting how much fashion plays a role, just beyond people's sense of style and the way they want to look, but how it played such a role culturally and like expanding cultural freedom, especially within the United States. But our first question of the day is, what are fashion phases you personally went through? Did y'all personally have an emo phase, or did you happen to skip that phase? Did you have a little country phase? Did you have that highlighter phase in middle school? Travis, did you have any fashion phases?
I had a phase where I didn't know how to dress. do we all go through that phase? I'm sure we all went through that phase, right?
No, I was a stylish little kid. I picked out all my
I was
fits.
raised by my dad, not my mom, so like I had to like, my dad was definitely stylish back in the day, but I guess somehow that changed.
You become a father. You stick to the basketball shorts and t-shirts.
I thought plaid on plaid was cool. Ooh, don't do that.
Like plaid pants?
Or like stripes on stripes. Don't do that. I was just like in maybe like third grade thinking like it is what it is. I can't believe my dad let me get out the house like that, honestly.
He probably was like letting you live your outfit dreams. He didn't.
No one made fun of me though. Like in my third grade, they don't know how to dress in my third grade. Like,
he was like, I'll let him live his outfit dreams.
Look stupid in third grade. Except for some kids, like a few kids. But we didn't, like, at the time, like, most of the kids, like, at least from my school, didn't know. Like, we didn't care. None of us cared about fashion.
Yeah.
We were in third grade. We wanted to play Legos. We wanted to, like, you know what I'm saying? So.
I don't know. Maybe being more of, like, an inner city elementary school, you were low-key getting roasted if you had Skechers in, like, third grade.
Not in third grade.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Because Z, didn't you grow
Skechers
up like
the third
in
grade
Dallas?
shoe.
Like the DFW area.
DFW.
Yeah.
Adjacent.
So you get it. Like if you grew up, and you should too, though. I feel like.
But I feel like we're like the school. It was called Berry Elementary. Of course, they remade it. Now it's a lot different. But before, they made it look like every other school. Like everyone that went there, I feel like didn't make a whole lot of money. So like we just all like. No one was rocking like the shoes of the shoes except for a certain like.
People. Oh, trust. I went through it. I did indeed have to rock Skechers at one point.
I love Skechers. I had Yu-Gi-Oh fake Skechers.
The only like the toughest thing Skechers ever did was those ballerina toes. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. For a minute though, like those were actually popular, and those were like the thing at my school.
Yeah.
But every little girl wanted those ballerina toe shoes.
I mean, even the silly bands, that was a fashion trend, you know?
Oh,
like, we all went through that.
Like, there was a silly band like gambling ring, low-key in my school.
Cool.
And then it was like duct tape wallets.
Duct tape wallets, yeah, I remember those.
And like, y'all know there's still the duct tape dress and suit competitions? Like people make whole dresses and suits out of them, and they compete. They won like thousands of dollars. It's kind of cool, actually. But Z, did you have a fashion trend or two that you went through?
No, because I really feel like the fashion trends kind of stuck with me. Like in middle school, it was Sperry's Elite socks, the Elite Nike
Yes.
socks,
Oh, you
Yes.
dressed that type of
Cargo
way.
See, like, I feel like
pants.
for that you have to have a certain like look. I feel like you matched that look. Like you were the one of the ones who looked good with that.
Yeah, it was like very like sporty, pre-jock.
Like Elite socks. Don't forget
Like
those. Yeah.
it
No,
was
I know.
preparing me for high school in
Yeah.
the way I dressed in high school.
Yeah.
Your style definitely suits who you are as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dalton, did you have any styles
Yeah.
that you went through? So wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. Was that like your only one? Was that like little?
You know, you go in.
Oh, did you have the standard
Did you
emo
want to pull it up by
phase?
chance? Like the Hirachis or like the
What?
Sperry's. Remember the Sperry's? Is that what you said? The Sperry's?
Well,
Like that
almost
combo
everybody
was
knows
just
what
like
Sperry's are.
that combo was just like that was the combo at that time. Remember the LeBron James shoes? Everyone had
The LeBron
LeBrons.
shoes.
Everybody had like the Kobe's
Oh,
with the Nike
Oh,
Elite socks.
diabolical, dude. But this was the English teacher shoe of the early 2000s.
it was,
these
and they
little
used to
ones.
clack their like heel
Oh, you would
out of it.
match with them. You'd
No.
match with your little. Well, these are the women's ones.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
You had like these ones.
Not those.
Oh,
preferably.
yours probably was like these.
Yeah, they were
ones.
really like. I had some Bowden ones. I'm pretty sure I had those brown ones.
They're all both.
They're all brown.
No,
I'm
like
saying.
those dark
These
Oh,
ones.
the top left.
top over
This one or
No.
this one?
those.
These.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had those because we also wore.
Low key kind of tough.
Yeah.
I had those. I did have a pair of like just standard ones, but that was a little too basic.
What about
I
the
like
Jordan
the-
11s?
Yes.
Everybody had those.
I still have like my collector's pair.
Or like a
Oh dang!
I have.
yeah.
Well, this is how it started. 4th grade, I got bullied for wearing. I don't know. I think they were just like some type of Nike shoe. I got bullied for that.
That's crazy.
Right?
I told my
I did
mother.
too.
I told my mother I would never want to get bullied because of my shoes again. So then she started buying me Jordans.
Nice.
That's
So
awesome.
I got every Jordan that dropped, probably from
That's
4th
crazy.
grade up until my senior year.
That's
cool.
bonkers.
So my shoe collection is pretty.
Do you like take it with you? Do you have it here in Stephenville? with you?
I brought a couple pair, but now I'm more on like the dunks. So I have like a lot of dunks that I buy myself.
Yeah.
Word.
yeah.
I
I remember I had I mean interrupt, but on that thought, I remember I had some blue Nike shoes too. I thought, oh, this Nike is cool. Like I got made fun of for wearing the blue Nike shoes, and then I had Jordan flights. Remember the flights?
No,
They-
I never.
people
had
was
those.
telling me like, "Oh, you got the fake Jordans on," and your stepmom must or like your mom must give it to you, huh? And I was like, "No," but my stepmom did give it to me. But I was like, "No." That was funny.
All right, Dalton. So, did you personally have any fashion phases you went through?
I feel like with my fashion right now, I don't really care. Like you see me pull up in the same like kind of pants and like hoodie every single day. I feel like I'm readable. I want you guys to get it. It was one of the phases you
Emo.
listed at the beginning.
Emo
I feel
for
like
sure.
you went through
You were
an
emo?
indie phase.
Who's emo go?
Not emo. That'd be
Was
really
it an
funny, though.
indie phase?
No, I was
Anime.
the highlighter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Dalton.
I did say that one too,
was
and I'm so
bad.
surprised I didn't guess.
That's
Loki,
every
I
day,
can
huh?
tell from your grown out hair now. So many people I knew that used to be highlighter kids have grown out hair.
Their name was usually like Ethan or something like that.
Or Liam.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
always an
Kid.
Ethan or a
I
Liam.
see Ethan.
But Dalton fits in that, like, not like Dalton fits in that name
Now he looks like
category.
yeah.
So, like, did you have the full Nike highlighter fit with the yellow socks and all? Oh, yeah. You had the matching set.
hey,
Pop
I
off,
had
girl.
those
Couldn't lose you.
long, like bright yellow Nike socks.
Yup.
That you wore to the knee?
Yup.
Not to the knee. No, not to the knee.
Oh,
not
it
to
was
the knee.
just to
There
the
was-
upper
It
calf.
was like above the. Yeah, it was like.
Yup,
halfway
to
up
the
my
upper
calf.
calf.
I was like, oh.
Mhm.
Isn't that cool? Isn't it weird how like that is? Like
No, and that used to be so tough. Like, that used to get all the ladies. That used to be the ticket, bro.
I remember like have my socks pulled up. Like really I thought that's how they were back in the day.
No,
and
I
until
don't
one of
ever
my
remember
friends
having
told me, "Hey, bro, don't do that. Like, really trying to help me out. Like, don't do that. Make fun of you." And then he helped me out. Like, okay, bet.
Like, no,
I mean,
bro,
luckily enough, I had pants on like all the time, so nobody actually saw the socks like that far up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was rocking the brightest hoodie of all time every day.
Oh, you at least had pants. I knew
Was it
dudes
the
that
Under
had.
Armour?
No. It was my main one for a long time was this like Batman hoodie. It was bright green. It had like comic Batman all up here and like a big logo. It was crazy.
Bro,
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
diabolical.
Who commented? Someone commented something.
Word.
Is it Jade? Jade? What is Jade doing? What
I
does he
love.
say?
He says, "I love silly socks. They're coming back in style for show."
What's up, Jade?
I personally am an avid believer in silly socks. I personally am right now rocking silly socks. They have hedgehogs
Me too.
in all different. Oh no, I forgot I put on my boot
Oh, I like
socks because my
yours.
hedgehog socks got wet. But I do have bright pink boot socks on right now. Put it up to the camera.
Hold up. I got to
Yeah.
find this up. You could pass that up.
This is where he
Kinda
was
insane.
wearing. He was the kid highlighter.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not my
Ooh.
proudest.
Ooh.
He says, "Hey,
It's
Trav."
okay, we're past that.
Huh? Been a minute, Jade. Been a minute. Bro, he works as a I think marketing company now. Pretty sick.
Whoa. Big jobs, big jobs. Okay, so I did indeed go through an emo phase. I feel like
Yeah,
that's pretty
I feel
obvious.
like you like My Chemical Romance, huh?
I still listen to that. Whoa, I'm trying to get tickets to go in August. They're playing their Welcome to the Black Parade tour.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming in.
I never got those kids. They always just like they played like The Binding of Isaac, and that's a great game, by the way. And
I was about to be like, whoa, don't hate that
that's a
game.
great, I beat that game.
Or like oh my god,
Undertale.
what's the one with the Franbo? That was a weird kid game for
I don't know
sure.
about that game.
Dalton.
Never heard of it.
They hated
Oh.
rap music. They hated rap music. They couldn't stand it.
You're describing so many people from my elementary. It's really
That's what I'm saying. Like, rap is not right. It's Chemical Romance.
Highlighter socks are indeed perfect for rave, and so are silly socks. I feel
Green
like.
hair.
But I feel like you might have seen me for a little bit when I had my pink highlights after the
That's
summer.
different.
But I used to have I never had a lick of my natural hair being shown. I had 4 different split dye hair combos, and I would dye my bangs a separate color too sometimes. And for a little bit, my fit's purely Hot Topic. Still wear some of my old Hot Topic stuff because it was cute.
You had the choker. The choker.
Oh,
on
for
it.
sure. But those little plasticky ones, that had been around forever, that got popular again in the 2010s.
Yeah.
You know, the little, and especially the ones that had the little
heart?
pearls. No, the pearl ones in them.
Mm,
And then I did indeed go through the Visco trend immediately after that.
yeah.
So then I had the ones that had the pearls in them.
I went
Like
through
the
a
little
yeah.
leather choker
I went through a
ones.
phase where I was wearing a pearl necklace. But I rocked the pearl necklace.
Dude,
It was in college.
in my opinion, dudes that have pearl necklaces are either 50-50 as people. They're either really chill or male manipulators. Zero in between.
I may be a man. Nah, I don't want it. Maybe.
It's either oh yeah, you're chill, you're a beachy dude, or you're evil, and that pearl necklace is not indicative of your true spirit.
Yeah.
But personal opinion, personal experiences. What are you gonna say?
Regime. I don't know why I thought of saying that.
What?
What's that gonna say?
What were you gonna say?
I think
Mm-hmm.
I went through an emo phase.
Oh, did you now?
It really wasn't an emo phase. I just was trying to fit in with the I
Cut your wrist, bro. You put cuts on your wrist.
What? Whoa.
I knew a friend. I became
that
someone's.
faked it.
Dude, a lot of people would fake that stuff. Well, my school, they just want
No, in
attention.
my school they were just doing it for real.
No, nobody.
I remember a
was
few.
faking it.
No one was faking it at my school. That's kind of
Some people just want
diabolical.
attention.
That's kind of diabolical.
No, I just was a theater kid, and I thought I had to be some type of alternative style.
Were you a
Yeah.
theater kid in school or outside of school?
in school?
I was a theater kid outside of school, which I feel like is worse.
What does
Yeah.
that mean? A theater kid outside of school?
Like,
You're part of the city play or something like that.
essentially.
Really?
In Houston, there's a lot more. It's way more
Yeah.
common.
I was so good that my teacher took me and 3 other of my classmates to audition for performing arts schools. And I was so tempted to do it. until I realized there was no sports, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, never mind.
My school's theater program was super good. My roommate actually went to Texas Run Fest with our school for a theater competition. They were pretty good. I think they placed actually like first or second. But it is officially time to move on.
That went
to
so
our
quick.
game.
That's episode 2 as well. Just how that could be an episode 2 as well. Just how we did.
Oh, like all the fashion phases we went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even because what was the previous episode we did before this episode?
Are we becoming too industrialized?
Yeah, like we could do episode 9 and 2 again. Like I feel like we
for
have so much
sure.
to talk about.
For sure. But our game of the day is guessing the year of certain fashion trends. So I feel like we all know that certain trends go in and out of style. Certain things were more popular in certain times, you know, like obviously Victorian era dresses and all that kind of stuff. So on the rules for the game is for some of these questions, I just have a general like decade, and those are worth single points. But for some of these questions, I have a general decade and then a specific year that it was the most popular.
Okay.
And those are worth 2 points, because if you can tell me the general decade and or just the specific year, you will get 2 points. So
you're saying we should guess the specific year, just so that we can fall in the decade.
I'll tell you the ones that are worth 2 points.
Okay.
So, and for the most part, just guess the decade that you think it was the most popular. But if I tell you it's worth 2 points, then guess the year.
Yeah.
Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
Cool. And y'all are all gonna write it down and flip it at the same time. I'm gonna do a drum roll, but I'm gonna drum roll and make sure y'all are all good. So it's all gonna be fair.
I'm here splitting it up like I'm counting score.
I know, I saw that. I was like,
What am I doing?
what?
So you said hosting.
Okay, so I have it up on the screen for y'all. I have pictures with the questions, so that way y'all can have a reference. Hopefully it'll help y'all. So we have fashion trends through the decades. Our first one, what year was the flapper dress a trend?
Dang, that was a long time ago.
Oh.
Yes, it was. Use these pictures to your advantage. They should help you.
Okay.
Okay, 1860?
I
60s?
think I'm a little too far
60s?
back.
Like, not
1860s is crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm too
Oh,
far
like
back.
1860s?
Yeah.
I meant 1960s. So if it's 1860s, I'm pretty sure it's 1960s.
Y'all are both. Okay, I'll give y'all a redo because y'all are all off.
Okay. I'm
You're
closest.
technically closer,
Yeah,
actually.
I know what it is then.
Although y'all have more of the correct vibe, this would have been like blasphemous.
I got it.
in the 1860s, because
Ah,
in the
got it.
1860s they were still like wearing the big skirts. Ooh, I said he was closer.
yeah, he did 1960.
Yeah, that's still no. Okay, here. I won't accept it.
That's not 70.
Ah.
Flip it. Everybody finalize your answer. 70s. Oh man. 70s. Jeez, guys, it was the 1920s.
Then why'd you say that didn't make no sense.
I said you were close. They were in the 1860s. You were in 1960. You were 40 years away. They were 80 years away. You were technically
21.
closer,
But the
which is
fact
why I said
you
were.
said 50s, they were like,
I said you were technically closer,
Yeah,
but this
yeah.
was in the 1920s, guys.
okay.
This was
I didn't know
when.
flappers were 20s. I thought it was like a 50s thing.
No, this is in the 1920s when prohibition was super big and like jazz clubs were super big.
Okay.
So yeah, Dalton, you actually got pretty close with 2010. What year was
2010.
skinny jeans? Or I'm sorry, 1910. What year was skinny jeans the most popular? This one is a 2-pointer. There is a specific year, but I will accept the decade as well.
Okay.
Ooh, Z, you're so much closer. It was actually 2005.
Okay.
But Dalton, you get a point, and Z, you get a point. Unfortunately, you said 2012, which is outside of the decade. If you said like
Yeah.
2000s, it would have been okay. Or you said 2010s, didn't you, Dalton?
I did.
That is technically incorrect.
I didn't put an S. It just said.
I was
2010.
wearing. I mean, I saw a
No,
lot of people
because
wearing it.
it's 2005 to the 2000s, so that doesn't
You're
include
right, yeah.
2010. It's to
point for me.
2009.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Haha.
next up. When was the zoot suit popular?
Bro, boy, need to get that Taylor for real.
No. That's the style. That's the style, dude. That's on purpose. These are how they
It's the
looked.
style. We're back in the.
Dang, no, that's funny.
Dalton, I'm just gonna say that you're wrong, and I'm gonna leave you with that.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna put that in the air. But the Zoot Suit riots were a super big issue. This and like, mind you, look more at the middle picture. I should have put more like that, but the picture to the right was more clear when I put it in, and it was a better picture at the time than the other one I had. But think with the vibe of the middle one, but the Zoot Suit riot, like that spray paint is from a long time ago. Hint. So that was the style of them. It was a very popular Chicano
It's like a
in like
2020 thing.
in Los Angeles and like California. It was big for that. So oh, you get a point. It is indeed the 40s.
I put the 30s.
I know. Y'all were all so close. Y'all all tiptoed around it, but it is indeed the 40s. Sorry. Marking off my
It's a
questions that we've
specific
done.
year.
Yes. This is a specific year and probably not the one you think. I'll just give you that hint.
Okay.
It's probably earlier than you think it started. So, I leave you with that. Dalton, you're right.
What?
It's the
In
90s. It was in the
way, that
90s.
was in the
Yes.
90s?
Doctor,
Yes.
how do you know that? Let's be honest.
It started
wearing
in
it.
the Gothic community, more like with the picture on the right.
Yeah.
It was super popular when like grunge fashion got big.
Good one,
Everybody has
Dalton.
1 point.
That's good. Good, Dalton.
Oh, I'm so sorry. There was actually a specific year on that one.
What'd you put?
I
I
definitely.
just put 90.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I thought
So
that
do
was
I
for the
not get
next
the
one.
point?
You get a point. You just gonna get 2 points.
Here. Since you did have the decade correct, I'll let you try and guess the year.
That's fair.
96.
Oh, you're so close. It was 95.
Dang.
Oh, that was so close. That was so close.
Brutal.
Okay, this one should be pretty easy. When was the poodle skirt popular?
Oh.
It's the fastest builder.
Do you have it on? 2003? Are you for
I
real?
panic guessed.
I panic guessed.
Bro said 2003 in
Dude.
black and white image.
Y'all are actually
I
off.
figured
It was
like
the
really?
50s.
May
Ah!
Greece
you
was in
put?
the 50s, guys.
You put 62?
Yeah.
I put 62.
Greece was in the
I
50s.
thought of like the
I'm kind
polka
of
dot
surprised.
dresses. Polka dot dresses were 50s, right?
No, those are 60s. That was
That's
more
what
in
I
the
thought. I was
disco
like, This
era.
kind of looks like that vibe.
This
like,
was before that. This is like
they're
the
warming up too. It looks like.
doo-wop pop like era.
Yeah.
The years like dance around. I didn't want the
We
years to be like next to
we
each
should
other.
do this game but like for music.
We should.
That'd be
Oh,
fun.
that'd be cool.
No.
Music of the decade.
Like,
We
when
should
do you
the
think
game where it's
this
like
album
you hear
came
1
out?
second of the first like 2 seconds. of the
Yeah, like
song,
you
or, like,
tell
get
the
the
bass
first second.
line.
Yeah.
Type deal.
That'd be sick.
All right.
Right.
This one does have a specific year. This is a 2-pointer. I will accept 2 different years.
Is this
for
hobo chick
specific
or is this
year.
more of like we're
Boho chic.
spiritual?
No, this is boho
Oh, that's
chic.
a hobo.
No, boho.
They're all spiritual.
This is like rebranded hippie, essentially.
Hold on.
Y'all are correct. It was 2014 and 2015.
Ooh,
So y'all get the
nice.
bonus
he got the
points.
exactly.
But
dang.
I'll just give you one because I'll count you for 2010s. But they
Appreciate it.
get
So I get
doubles.
2.
Yes, y'all both
Nice.
get doubles.
You put 2 dates down and still got it.
I've put in 2012 like 3 times.
I know.
I feel like that's a year. I don't know why in my head. It's like,
That's
Yeah.
the year
Put 2
everybody
dates down and
thought.
still got the
was
right
gonna-
answer. I get it.
No,
No,
That's
I'm saying the decade that it's from, and then the specific year.
Oh,
That's how you're supposed to write it.
You
That's
told
how
us
you're
not to do
supposed
that.
to write it.
Well,
Don't
like
do it.
that's how you can write it. But if it's the one where it's the specific
Also
year,
confident
then
I've
you
got
can
that.
just
But if
write
we
that.
do it and it's not a specific year,
I'll
They
just
can't-
count
I
it.
didn't need to
You
put
just
the
get the
decade
1
credit.
point.
was this a specific year?
Yes, this was one where you would get the specific year. So you wrote 2012, which like counts for the 2010s, which is why you
Yeah,
get
for
1
sure.
point. But that wasn't the specific year.
For sure.
All right, next up. When were platform sneakers?
Dude, I don't even remember this. This was a thing?
This was also probably started later, or I mean earlier than you think it did.
Oh.
Probably started earlier than you think it did.
This.
Okay.
I know I'm wrong, but I don't know what.
Almost pressed the wrong button.
Gotta be 90s.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is also a specific year one. How
Gotta
could
be
I? How could I
90s.
do that?
I guess for now. Okay.
Or yeah. I mean, y'all can write down the specific year if you want with the
No.
years. Okay.
Well, you get
If
chance
any
for
of
extra
y'all-
points if you do that.
If y'all
So-
are in the specific decade, I'll tell y'all if you can guess for extra points. Stop. It's already you can't change anything.
You just told us we could put the exact year.
Okay. Well, like
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I just said
Okay,
if
bet.
you have the correct one. 93. You at least get 1 point because you have the
Yeah, it's
decade
definitely
correct.
90s.
It was 96,
I know that's wrong.
which is the one Dalton guessed earlier. So, like, dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, when was hippie fashion the biggest?
It's gotta be around the same
when did this?
as the other one.
Is boho
biggest.
chic?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
first
Same
of all, look
vibe.
at the pictures.
Black and white photo.
that's true. I mean, but people take black and white photos today. That don't mean nothing.
See, that's what I was thinking on that last one.
That's
Good
not-
debate.
Yeah, but that's not like a. It doesn't look like an old black and white photo. Like a more modern. So it's gotta be like.
Nah, bro.
Exactly.
I'm trusting my heart with this one.
This one is not an exact
Yup.
year.
Yep.
This is a decades one. It's like the 60s.
I put 70s too.
Guys-
Everyone knows psychedelic hippie 70s. They think of that.
That was disco.
I thought disco was the 80s.
Okay, so it went 50s was doo-wop hop, greaser, poodle skirt era. 60s was hippie. Think Woodstock
I thought 60s were
69.
greaser.
No, that was 50s.
Really?
60s was hippie, and that was like what capped it off was Woodstock 69. And then the decade flipped, and that got more into like disco. And then 80s was
Oh, but disco kind of looks similar, but it wasn't. It was more. It looked kind of like to me. It looked like a
it's way less accessorized
Like
and
a-
less
It's more-
bulky.
like a science
It's
fiction version.
sleek. It's real sleek. 'Cause
It's
they were
a lot
moving
of
a lot.
geometric shapes
Mhm,
that are
a lot
like,
of shapes
It's gonna be next watch.
and go-go boots. Okay. When were bucket hats big?
Okay.
This one also has an exact year.
Oh. Is this one usually before we think? You think?
I'm gonna say yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Dang, I didn't realize how close this next slide was.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry. Oh my goodness. Thought I pressed the right button. Yes, it was 90s. Do you have a specific year you want to guess?
We'll guess 93.
95. Okay. Well, y'all should all get this right. If you're listening to the conversation we just had. Do y'all know who Donna Summers is?
Nope.
That's actually kind of sad.
Is that exact date?
Sorry.
This one does not have an exact date. This one is just decades. Yippee! Points for everybody. Points all
One or two?
around. Okay. Next up.
Well, 1 point or 2 points?
one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This one was also
This is 2 decades.
so actually This one does have 2 decades. There is an original decade for it, and then there is the resurgence decade. I put these on one. So I will accept 2 different decades for this one. And if you get both, I'll give you double points. If you'll need more time. Okay. Sorry, I can't hear with the tapping.
No, it's 2 different.
You are actually correct for both of those. It was 1970s and the 2000s.
I thought it was in late.
So you get 1 point and you get 1 point.
Wait, didn't Green Day come out in the late
a point.
90s though?
Don't get. Yes, but like late 90s, early 2000s was the punk resurgence era. Like they kicked it off. That like the late 90s was the
I
end
erased
of
all my
punk.
points.
You got you have 6.
Okay.
You have 5. You have 6. Because he just got 2 points from that one. And then you got 1 point from that one because you had 5.
Okay.
So, all right.
Oh,
What year was the power suit popular? This one
That's
had
true.
like the specific, like these 4 buttons on the bottom, and then those are like pocket buttons on top, which a lot of them featured. This guy on the right was a Venezuelan dictator, I believe, if I have that correct. But yeah. This was like almost pinstripe suit, but like coming out of that, you know. This was look at the shoulders. Look at the shoulders, guys.
Power shoulder. So you've been in the gym, but in reality, it's a suit tailored that way. You got no shoulder.
Z, we're the closest. It was the 80s.
Black and white photo. Trick me.
I'm sick of this.
What year was grunge fashion a
Oh.
trend? This one does have a specific year. It's also earlier than you think. This picture more suits it. Look at the red eye. Look at the blurry outlines of the image. This image is the one you should base your guess off of.
You look at the shirt.
That's what you were thinking of
Yeah.
with like leading into the punk
Yeah.
resurgence was grunge right before
Yeah,
that as it
you're right.
transitioned out of metal.
Yeah.
That's my music era, so like that's the one I have the most knowledge on.
No, I know this one.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is not 96 or 98.
I think I'm too.
No way.
No, actually, Z, you're further away. It was 92,
Yeah.
92?
actually.
No
92, huh?
shot.
I didn't know they came out in the early 90s. Green Day.
You're talking about their.
Or
Green
maybe
Day-
she's wearing towards the end of the
Yeah,
grunge.
like
Okay.
I was just saying that's the one you should base your guess off of more, but grunge
Yeah.
was more in that era.
But I get a point, right? Or me and
Yeah, y'all, Dalton and
okay.
you got a point.
Okay.
You were in the 2000s, so it was in the 90s. Okay, this one should be
That's
pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. But and I will accept 2 decades for this. I will accept 2 decades.
For
Low rise jeans. When was low rise jeans popular?
for 2 points.
Yeah, if you can tell me both the decades it was super big, I'll give you 2 points.
Ooh.
All right, ready? Yeah, Z, you get both points. Okay, so you had
I'm back.
2000s,
I'm him.
Oh, 2000s.
2 on that one, and then 1 for
That's
Travis.
That's a
Destiny's
90s thing, too?
Child right there.
Oh,
You're
That
you're
is-
right,
that's
you're right.
Destiny's
I put 2000s, early
Child.
2010s.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad you noticed that. Do y'all remember when Destiny's Child was on Wow Wow Wubsy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
Bro, it was in a movie and it was amazing. Hold
cool.
on. I actually
Yes, put it up.
hold up.
She's gonna pull
I
the
know
clip.
that I'm
I won't put the
into
clip because
you.
that might give us copyrighted. But
I need
You
a
wanna go for it, we'll go
soldier
for it.
on you. Where they at? Where they at?
I'm not gonna like play anything, but this was it. This was Beyonce. That was the other little chick, and that was that one.
that's funny. And they voice acted
Do you see it? Yes.
Kelly
And it was called
Michelle.
Wub Idol with Beyonce as
That's
Shine.
funny.
Oops. I was
She's
just
gonna
trying to
buy
pull
them.
up the thing right now. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I loved Wow Wow Wubsy, and when they pulled up with that, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. and it in fact was.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
How many points does everybody have?
you have 7, Dalton has 7, Travis has 8.
Okay.
You're looking at me
Okay.
like I'm not, like he's not. In the
So my hint for y'all on this one, since this one's kind of an underground one, this one's kind of a curveball. This one does not have a specific year. I wish it did. They just gave me a general one. But your hint for this one is think finger mustaches. Think that era.
Yeah. This is screaming
This one
millennial
was
to me.
normcore. Yeah. Okay. So
Good job.
that one,
Oh, I
that
got it.
one, and that one.
This is
Yep.
millennials for sure.
In my soul, I feel like it was 2012 is when this started,
I
but I
like
can't
this.
say. I can't say
I like
for a
this
fact.
fashion. This has come back for sure. Like this
Oh
is a
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Yes,
about those
word.
pants, but
Literally, no. This. Oops. Drop that. Sorry, guys. Like this, but longer, is coming back with
Yeah,
barrel jeans.
especially with,
Barrel
like-
jeans are getting really popular
Yeah.
again. Okay, when was Von Dutch trucker hats popular? These pictures should tell you. They should help you. If you don't know the people in these pictures, I'm sorry for you.
You're gonna be working for the station.
You honestly shouldn't. The one on the far right, like if you don't know, you could still work at the station.
That could be the. Honestly, that's the first one I recognized.
Yeah,
The far right.
that's kind of surprising, actually.
She's an actor, isn't she?
Yes,
She's in a lot of movies.
She's famous.
she
And she makes music, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I told you that you're beautiful.
This one doesn't. Oh, this one is a specific year, by the way. So if you can give me a specific year, double points. Show me.
I think I got a better guess.
Oh, I guess.
Yes. Yes, Z, it
I
is
guessed it.
2003.
Nice.
You had
I
2000.
had a guess earlier, and I
Dalton, you had 2013,
So
didn't
we're
you?
all tied, right?
Yeah, I had 2008.
No,
Or is he
actually, you and Z are tied. Dalton is 2
Oh.
behind y'all with 8. Y'all are at 10.
I told him. Oh, I can't even say it. I told him. Good playing.
Okay, when was athleisure? When did that get big? This is also a specific year. So double points available on this one. Sorry, that was kind of short.
Motherfucker.
Dang. Okay, so it was in the 2010s, but it was
20s.
2014.
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those pictures look too.
Oh wow.
so I'm in the lead, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That will
Okay,
never come back.
What year?
please.
Oh, they
Bad.
literally already are.
I was gonna say those are coming.
Not
back.
that
What
baggy
year?
though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not for dudes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
You say no. If I see a dude pull up in some Jinko jeans, that's what's up.
Blue. That orange shirt guy. That's insane.
That's literally what is up. I've
Your
seen someone
jeans are
put a
gonna-
baby in the back of a
Those jeans
Jinko
are gonna
jeans pocket.
They're gonna have those like at the bottom. They're gonna mess up.
That's literally the point. That was like, this is like when punk fashion was kind of big. Like
Yeah.
everything was super ratty and stuff. So what year was Jinko jeans super big? Again, this one also probably earlier
2
than you
decades.
think. This one is a specific year, but this one, there are actually 3 specific years that it goes through.
Okay.
That it was like the biggest. So if you can give me one of those 3 specific years, it's double points. If you can give me like the 3 specific years, it's triple points because that's the decade in one of the specific years, but then you have like all of them. So triple points if you can guess like the 3 years. So it was like, you know, like 70 through 72 is 3 years. 70, 71, 72. So it's like, I guess. Anyway. Y'all ready?
Yep.
It was not the 2000s. 90, 92. No, it was actually 96 through 98. But
and I guess 99. Of
do-
course, I guess 99. That's crazy.
Oh my god, so sorry.
So none of us got it.
Not the specific years,
That's
no.
funny.
But you had mostly 2000s
Yeah, that's
on
true.
it, so.
That's true.
So I'm still in the lead by
Sorry, guys.
1.
By 2 actually, because you just got the decade, but you didn't get like the 3 points. Okay, this y'all should be able to tell just from these pictures what year, but what year were velour tracksuits big?
Does this have a specific year?
Oh, it actually does. I'm so sorry. I was reading another one. This one does. You're too far past. You're getting 2. And then you're also getting 2. It was 2001 through 2004. All right. What year was the new look by Dior fashion
I love that.
line introduced? This one's like coming out. I didn't realize how many similar decades were next to each other with that one. Yeah, you're right. It's the 1940s. That one had a specific year. Do you want to guess it?
Yeah.
What is it? No, you can just say it.
46.
47. You were so close.
I thought she was like, yes. I was like, okay.
So close, dude. Okay. When did denim on denim become a super big trend?
It's horrible.
You should kind of look more at the right picture for this. I feel like, but it's probably earlier than you think it was. Not as early as when I say it's usually earlier than you think it was, but for this one, it is probably earlier than you think it was.
Okay.
Is there a specific year?
It is a specific year. I can't believe I forgot. You get a point, but you do not get 2 points. It is 2000s, but it is 2001.
Nice.
Ah!
Yeah.
That was the year I was born. I'm sorry. I was gooing and guying at that point. So
It's okay. You do what you can. Okay. This one should be pretty
That's already back.
easy.
That's pretty big.
This one has 2 specific years. So
Yeah.
if you guess both specific years, I'll give you triple points. Same thing goes though. If you guess one of them, double. If you just guess the decade, 1 point. So
I'm begging.
it was the
you
70s.
back.
I'm surprised it was not the 60s. It was indeed the 70s. It was 71 through 72.
Oh my god, I would have gotten it right. I don't know why.
I'm
I
so
put
sorry.
80.
72 through 73. I can't believe I said that. This next one, also specific years, also 2 specific years. So same rules apply as the last one.
Cool
Oh, I
J on
love
my
Ed
booty.
Hardy.
What you mean, Ed Hardy? Man.
Wait,
Sorry, that was not enough time. I can't believe I did that. I apologize, guys.
You said it was 2 years, like resurgence, or is it just like a?
No. Like 2 years back to back, not like a resurgence. I'll let y'all know if I mean resurgence, but like if I
just
say
don't
it was
know.
through 2 years, it was like consecutive 2 years. All right, sorry.
Yup.
Let's see it. Dang, Z, you are the closest. It was in the
Nice.
2000s, but it was actually 2003 to 2004.
Nice.
I was 4 singing that song.
Okay. This next one, also specific year, but just one specific year.
Those are bad for sure.
All right. When did this originally, these are not good reference pictures. I couldn't find good reference pictures for how it was styled when it first came out, but this is not how it was styled when it first came out.
I had some of these.
All right. One specific year, so 2 points available here. No. It was 2000s. It was biggest year was 2002.
I'm bad at these 2000 ones, surprisingly. I'm missing all of them.
That was actually when grunge was super big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This one-
You.
this one should be pretty easy. When was neon fashion a trend?
Oh.
This one also has 2 years, so same 3
Consecutively?
consecutive. Because I'm not counting like rave attire. So if you can tell me the 2 consecutive years, 3 points, one of those years, 2. Same rules.
I know that I'm into you. I'm going fully off the right one because it reminds me of a TV show.
That's probably a good idea. Dalton, you get 3 points.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Dalton has 3 points. You get a point, Travis.
Thank you.
Dalton, you get 3.
80s for sure.
Oop.
Looks
I
like I'm
almost
better at the
forgot
old
how to
ones.
use tally marks for a minute there. Whoopsies.
Score check.
Nah, don't worry, don't worry. It's accurate. It's accurate.
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
Get
oh, oh.
worried like I haven't missed the
Travis
last
has
5
15.
questions.
Dalton has
Like
11,
18.
and you have 16. So you're winning
Don't
by
worry,
1
you're
right
in the
now.
lead.
All right.
Okay. It's
When
easy.
were butterfly clips super trendy? This one also has a 2-year span. Same rules apply.
I feel like I'm on point with this one. I don't know. I have a feeling.
Dang, it was actually 01 or 0 to 01, like
Oh, I
2000.
got exactly.
So
like the
y'all
one
all have the
before.
decade, but y'all don't get the
What'd you
year.
2000s, 2005 to 2006.
You did put 2002 though, so I am going to give you that one. But it did not go through 2007 because I said a 2-year gap. That's 5.
So how many points do I have?
Y'all are tied right now with 17.
How? Wait a minute. How? Hold on. How?
Because you got 1 from
I got
getting
1 from that because
that.
I got the 2000s.
And he got decades, but he also got the other one because he had 2002, which was when it ended.
I'm pretty sure you says okay.
Oh, 01. You're right.
Hey,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Winning isn't supposed to be easy.
Sorry.
Right?
Sorry. Sorry, guys. No, I'm not trying to play y'all. This one also probably started earlier than you think. When did slap bracelets get big?
Actually,
Specific year or no?
Specific year has a 2-year span.
What if I feel like it goes into another decade?
It
You're
does,
wrong.
but I'm asking when it got biggest. Like, when was this the thing? Like, granted, it was the thing for us, but we transitioned more into silly bands after this. Like, it was still a
Gotcha.
thing, but like,
gotcha.
so this was bigger than
Gotcha.
or earlier than you think. I'm gonna say. Correct decade, not early enough. Still correct decade, not early enough. It was actually 90 to 91.
Dang. Okay.
All right, guys. This one, I feel like y'all should get. This one's a decade. When were whale tails popular?
Okay.
Which is like,
Can you zoom
This-
in?
yeah, I don't feel like I can. I feel like
No,
it would be
no.
inappropriate to zoom in, but it's this little.
who that is. Never mind. I know who it is.
I don't.
That is Ashley Tisdale.
No, not.
This is Ashley
I
Tisdale.
pointed at this one.
Oh, this who? This?
Yeah,
That I actually don't know.
that's Halle Bailey. Barry.
Halle Berry. That's what Kendrick.
This
That's what he
is Ashley Tisdale though, but this is like the prime example of a whale tail. Maybe this one, but this is the example.
So a specific year, no.
No, just a decade.
mm,
Correct.
I'm still
Also
holding on
correct.
to my lead by.
No, y'all are tied.
Huh?
Okay, this one also probably a little earlier than you think.
That's Bad Bunny, right?
But this one has a specific 2-year gap, so there's opportunity for 3 points here. When were tiny sunglasses real big? Look at the vibes more of the right picture.
I'm gonna go.
Cause like who is that? Is that one of the Jenners? Is that Kendall Jenner?
Yeah.
Is that Kylie?
Halle Berry.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's one of them. That is actually like way later. That's not really a tiny sunglasses moment. Rihanna
Bad Bunny.
might
Bad
be,
Bunny.
but like The other ones definitely survive more. Oh my gosh, Dalton, you're the closest. You get 2 points because it was in the 90s, but it was actually 98 to 99. So Dalton's coming up on y'all. He's only 2 points behind y'all now.
Dalton, how much more we got?
We only have a few more minutes. We have 4 more minutes of this and like 10 more questions. So
what is this, like? They're Easter every day?
This is cottagecore. So when did cottagecore first like become a thing?
This is
also a specific year, but just a specific year this came out. Tell me the year. Because never mind. I'm gonna. What? Whoa, way off.
I think Z has it.
Z, this one should be really simple. It's like yes, 2020s, but it is not 2018.
I knew
2018 is in the 2010s, dude.
I knew it.
Why would you?
I panicked.
I'm just gonna give you 1 point because you wrote 2020s because you didn't actually mean 2020 because you wrote 2018.
But it was 2020 when it opened.
Yes.
I second guessed myself.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. But it's okay. You're
Still
1 point ahead now. All right. When was popped collar polos big? Look at homie on the right here. Observe the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of polo, all popped. All the what's the one with the little alligator?
Lacoste.
That's horrible.
Thank you. I always think it's lacrosse, and I'm like, nope. But yeah, observe the 5 layers of polo here.
She's won it how many times?
That will never come back. Hopefully, ever.
Who's counting?
How do I do that? Oh my god, that is a specific year.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, y'all did write specific year ones. I don't know if I said that or not.
No.
I'm so sorry. That is a specific year one. You officially went outside the range. It was in the early 2000s, but it was 2004.
Oh, close.
Yeah, I didn't get too far up.
You and Travis are tied again. Dalton's still 2 points behind. All right, when were mini skirts first put out? Not the mini skirts we know and love today. Look at the pictures for your reference here for your guess.
Oh, I know
it. This one is a specific year one, by the way. But just a specific year. So 2 points may be available here. No, too early. Also too early.
Oh, what?
Z? Come on.
You might be onto something.
No, it was in the 60s. Yep. It was in the 60s.
That was my second guess.
Okay. When was the Uggs miniskirt combo big? This one is also a specific year. 2 points available here.
Z's really good at these ones.
Let's go.
Just need time. Don't want to.
That is officially outside the zone. No. Yes, that is the specific year. 2 points to Z.
Dang.
That is in the correct decade, but too late. Okay. When was the windbreaker jacket trend big? This one is also a specific year.
I want to say 80s.
Correct decade, but a little too late. Wrong decade. Also too early. It was in the 90s. It was big 91.
Every time. I swear, I'm finna flip.
Haha.
Okay.
Wait.
This is the best picture I could find for it. This also is a specific year, but this is a 2-year gap. So
this is a 2-year gap.
So there's 3 points available here. This is the best picture I could find for it. So, good luck, fellers.
Why is he getting the ones with double points?
Correct on all 3 fronts. 3 points to Dalton.
Dalton's winning now, right?
Yes. And we gotta see Z's. Because as of right now, if Z gets no
Did he
points,
see yours?
then y'all are tied.
Did he see yours?
Ooh,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Travis, I'm gonna give you 1 point generously, even though you extended yours to 2010 because it wasn't the early 2000s.
Okay.
2000s, 2003 to 2004.
2008. That's an 8. Sorry.
Oh no, Dalton was right, so you just get the 1 point. But you're still 1 point ahead of Dalton. It was 2003 to 2004.
Dang, Dalton with the comeback, man.
Okay.
I
When
love these.
did this style of baggy jeans
Okay.
get popular? These are also not good pictures. This started way earlier
This is still a
than
thing,
I
that's
could
why.
find adequate pictures for.
Just 'cause
But when did
marketing.
this truly start? This is a specific year, so 2 points
I know
available
this.
here.
No.
No. Also no.
Dang it.
Also no.
No!
2006.
It was 93.
What the heck?
You said way
what?
early.
I know.
was in
I
the
said
70s.
earlier than I could find a picture for. Okay.
That's
What year did the
diabolical.
2020 or what year did Y2K fashion resurge? This one is a specific year, but I will accept
the
the decade.
resurgence?
The resurgence of
Not the
Y2K.
original.
Yeah, which is why I put in these pictures, which is like the attempt at Y2K.
Oh.
Again, this one is a specific year. Yes, it was 2021. Okay, so 2
Really?
points to Z,
That's
a
recent
point to
one, huh?
That was a
Dalton.
year off.
All right. Second to last
Nice.
one. When
I
did
got this.
overalls get super big? Like this style. Look at these pictures.
Got it.
These should tell you everything.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
The Tommy Hilfiger two tops. This one actually has a specific 2-year window, so 3 points are available here.
No. Who is that?
Talking about dude on the right?
All right, y'all ready?
No.
Y'all, we're not ready.
I'm
I
not.
apologize.
I'm ready.
I don't think you. Dalton might be right. I don't
He's
think
actually
he is.
too early.
No.
All right, Travis. Oh, you are correct decade, but too late. Yeah, too
Let's
late.
go.
Oh, that is too
No,
late.
I had it.
Okay,
Friendship
all right,
is
guys.
hilarious.
All right, guys, our last one. What year was shoulder pads in women's fashion popular?
Am I losing?
Yes, by 1 right now. This one has a specific year, so 2 points are available.
Is it a trick one?
No, this is exactly what it looks like. That is too late. That is way too late. You should look at the picture.
Look,
Does
look,
that look
this
like
guy
a
always wanna look.
2005
Nice.
picture?
You get
80s,
it?
84. It was
Nice.
85.
No.
But you still got it. You still oh, so
That's a
you
tie,
and
though.
Travis tied. If y'all want, y'all can rock paper scissors for a tiebreaker.
You can have it.
No, I got we
Rock
got
paper
to.
scissors
We
for a
got to.
tiebreaker. Rock paper scissors.
I don't care about that bad.
Right.
But how you want to do it?
Oh,
It's
shoot.
the first one.
Here,
right?
I'll do it. On
The
shoot,
first one on shoot.
go. So I'm gonna go rock paper scissors. Shoot. Present your thing.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Rock
Right.
paper scissors. Shoot.
Wait.
That was like.
Right,
Yeah, hold on.
you sped it up. Okay.
Okay, ready? Rock paper.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, guys, bro.
Give us a countdown. 3,
Yeah,
2, 1.
yeah.
3, 2, 1. Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. Bro, one of y'all throw not.
He did scissors again.
Scissors again was diabolical choice,
That's
but it is
equal.
officially Travis as our winner by a rock paper scissors shoot. And then a Z as our second place, and then Dalton not too far behind. Our question of the
That was a
day
good
is:
game.
what is the ugliest fashion trend that you've ever seen, in your opinion?
Joggers.
Mine
Really?
is when
No
people
way.
made those fake, like angled teeth, those fake angled buck teeth for a minute. That was really weird. It was a brief thing in like
Also,
high fashion.
Adidas.
Really?
Totally.
I wear those every day. What I say?
All right, Dalton, do you have one?
I'm gonna say the highlighter trend.
No,
The
you can't say something that you repped.
No, you can definitely say something that you
think
repped.
I think I've definitely
think
changed. I think I have the right to say that was hideous.
It had to be like those huge.
You definitely do
jeans.
have the right to say that it is hideous. All right,
Huge
Travis, do you
jeans,
have
those huge jeans.
barrel jeans? Yeah, I agree with that. Well, all right, guys, this has been a lovely fashion-themed episode of Cruisin' the Planet. I hope y'all have enjoyed our episode today. You can catch us next week at the exact same time at 2:30 Pacific Central Standard Time at 100.7 The Planet on YouTube.
Yes.
100.7 The
Actually,
Planet. Tarleton Radio on YouTube, and then the 100.7 The Planet on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah.
Well,
So be sure to check us out sometime if you enjoyed our content. We hope you have a lovely day.
Actually gave up his title, so I still win.
Yeah, he wins.
Okay, on that note, Z officially wins. We hope you enjoy your day, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop. Bye.
Bye.